So do you need to actually apply entomopathogenic nematodes? Do you have a problem with leather jackets or chafer grubs? Well, the experienced greenkeeper will know through typical signs of birds feeding on the turf. But if you're unsure, there are some simple methods that you can take to give you an estimation of the population of leather jackets or chafer grubs. A really effective method is to wet the turf, a part of the turf surface of an evening, and then apply a plastic sheet over the top. The following morning, the chafer grubs or the leather jackets will have come to the surface because they like those damp conditions at the surface. So when you pull back the tarpaulin or the plastic sheet in the morning, you should see a number of either grubs or leather jackets on the surface. And if you have a high number, say more than 20 per square metre, you know that you've got a serious problem that you need to tackle. You may only have a few, but even if you only have a few at the surface, it's still indicative that you have chafer grubs and leather jackets present within your turf, and if you don't do something about them now, the problem will only escalate over time, and you will then be faced with more dramatic or radical measures to take at a later date. Once you've identified that you do have an issue with leather jackets or chafer grubs, and you want to apply entomopathogenic nematodes to tackle them, how do you prepare your turf for the application? It's very simple. There's just a couple of straightforward techniques that you need to do. If you have any thatch present or excessive thatch, then anything you can do to reduce thatch will make it easier for the nematodes to reach the target area where the nematodes and the leather jackets will be residing. If you ensure that moisture levels are adequate in the soil, so between 20 and 23% soil volumetric moisture content would be ideal, which is typically the sort of moisture content that you would have after you've irrigated your turf. So irrigating the night before would be an ideal solution. Additionally, to improve the penetration of the nematodes through the soil canopy into the soil, if you can aerate or lightly prick the surface with a soil roller, that would help the nematodes get into the ground more efficiently.